So I was able to grow a beard, and it changed my entire philosophy on life because it grows exactly how I thought it should look like 3 years ago. And I'm Asian, so we're not known for our great beard genetics. So to me, what that means is that I must have been able to manifest it, and I'm about to tell you how I manifested it and kind of my philosophical learnings about it throughout this beard growth journey. I was raised Catholic, and I kind of moved away from the church for a while. Had kind of a bad relationship with organized religion and the church in college, and I kind of did some soul searching and was lost for many years. I kind of moved into this Buddhism idea and kind of living my life by trying to end as much suffering as possible and understanding that everyone suffers. But in the last few months, I've kind of had this, for lack of a better term, a come to Jesus moment where I'm kind of relearning about the Bible and the teachings of Jesus, but through another lens, a lens from the outside, and seeing things not through what I learned in church, but kind of what I've experienced within my own life. And thanks to many videos on TikTok, as well as just a lot of meditation, I've been able to gather a lot of things that just kind of make sense. And I hope that when I show you this, it's going to make sense for you too. So first off, I want to start off that everything kind of boils down to your mental or your mind, your body or the physical, and your spirit. So without all three of these, you kind of start to deteriorate. Like, I've went to therapy, so my mental health was doing pretty well, and I work out quite regularly, so my physical health was doing well. But because I kind of turned away from religion and just was kind of working aimlessly, I felt that my spiritual energy was actually quite low. And because there was no spirit, I felt that it affected my mental health and my physical health. Like, I started to get pre-diabetes, and so my physical health was not doing so well. And I felt that because I was aimless and lost and I had no spiritual or faith or anything, my mental health started to suffer as well, because I kind of thought, well, what's the point of everything? Which then takes us to the Christian cross. And, I think everyone knows, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Well, the Father represents the mental element. And we know through the Bible that the Son represents the physical manifestation of God, and there's the Holy Spirit, which is in which the ways that God acts through people. And that kind of harkens back to the mind, body, and spirit, where you have the Father, which is the mental, the Son, which is the physical, and the Holy Spirit, which is your spiritual energy. And thanks to TikTok, and I've heard this phrase before, but it was found on the Emerald Tablet, which is that of as above, so below, and as within, so without. And that likens back to the Christian cross, or the Star of David, your choice. The Christian cross is as above, so the Father and your mental, so below, thus the Son and your physical, and as within, so whatever is within your heart, so without. So if your heart is in the right place, then outwardly love will exude from you. If you have anger and hatred within your heart, well then, if that's within you, then it will also manifest on the outward side as well. And this also likens to the Star of David, because the Star of David is essentially just two triangles, and essentially, if you consider them as arrows, well, there's the arrow pointing upwards, so as above, and thus so below, and because they intersect, it creates a star, and in the middle is what you might consider as the spirit. And then you have the teachings of Jesus, which is that you need to have faith and works, because faith without works is meaningless, and works without faith is also meaningless. And to put that into more practical terms, that means faith is equal to intention and works is equal to action. Without intention and action together, nothing can happen. Thus, the Lord or the universe can't work through you. For intention, if you believe that you can lift 1,000 pounds, but then never go to the gym, well, it's never going to happen. And if you go to the gym but never believe that you can lift 1,000 pounds, well, then it's never going to happen either. You need to have both the belief and the execution in order for things or miracles to occur. To the same effect, I had this belief that I would one day be able to have a beard. And it wasn't only until I was able to find minoxidil and derma rolling and using beard balms that I was able to have the execution or the action in order to match my intention of growing a beard. All to say that anything is possible if you literally set your mind to it. But not only set your mind to it, but then act upon your belief that it can happen. And I think the last bit is that fear often rules us because we're taught to be fearful. We're taught to worry about the bills. We're taught to be worried about getting sick. We're taught to worry about what others might think about us. But if you believe in some type of higher power or some type of oneness, or even within yourself, if that's what works for you, then you can let go of your fear because now you can be led by love, either love for the universe, love for God, or love for yourself. And when you have all three working in tandem, both physical, mental, and spiritual, then anything is possible to you because now you have unlocked the power of what is within you this entire time. And it's only the fear that's been holding you back from being able to reach your full potential. So free yourself from your own matrix, the matrix of fear, the matrix of belief that you don't think you're worthy to be loved or to be able to be whatever you want to be. All to say that I believe in you. And someone has to say it because you have a gift. I don't know what that gift is, but you do. And if you don't, then search it within yourself because it's something that you are excited about. And it'd be a real shame if you went your entire life without anyone else having been able to share in that gift that you have. Your perception is your reality. So whatever you perceive can be anything. So hopefully you see a brighter future for all of us. Think about it.